All right, Knights of Apollo, what's up, guys? Hope you're doing well, and welcome back to Total War Rome 2. Today, we've got a massive fight at the grand city of Rome. This is a 3 versus 3, and I guess it's a little bit of a what if. What if Hannibal actually laid siege to Rome and actually, attacked Rome? So it's going to be fun. Two rivals going at it at the great city of Rome, which is a city you don't see too often, mostly because it's nearly impossible to attack. Okay, it's not nearly, it's very difficult to attack. That is because this river right here, like, if you look, you can only deploy, like, you can't even deploy here. This is the end of the map. This is kind of ridiculous. You can only deploy, I guess, here maybe. It's mostly here and over here. And so to get to the walls, you have to cross a bridge. It's really, really bad. And that's why you don't see this map too often. But, I'm trying to change it up and do something a little bit different here. So this is going to be a lot of fun as we currently watch all the tortoises and siege towers make their way to the walls and begin the siege. Now, Rome... this is a smart move from them. I mean, I would do it too. They're going to sally out with a force because why not? We're kind of sitting ducks currently in this situation as we try to move our equipment into position to attack the walls. And just look at this. This is my army right here. And I have to split these siege equipment up, and then I got to push them forward. Once we get to the walls, it's pretty open. But yeah, it's a race against the clock because we could easily get trampled by enemy cav. So my Carthaginian ally, he is sending his Carthaginian cav to try to zone out the enemy cav, maybe get them off guard, but the enemy cav is just too fast. They're light, they're light, and this cav is a medium cav, so there's no way they're gonna catch up to them. Also, we have elephants coming out. Like, Rome has elephants. I mean, come on. Like, give me a break here. Why does Rome have elephants? But he actually gets the elephants to collide with the cav, which is truly impressive. So that was a well-timed little charge there. And now we've got more cav trying to get in here, and they're trying to stop the Romans. We have one unit, Libyan infantry, holding back the Roman horde from getting out and overwhelming our forces. So currently at this point of the siege, we're trying to rush to these walls here. We're desperately rushing to the walls because we're sitting ducks. Like I said, we're looking really weak. Now we got a ballista that is getting destroyed. So this was unfortunate. Probably best not to bring the giant ballista because, again, it's a sitting duck. The fact that we had to quickly rush over this little land bridge and the normal bridge over here leaves that artillery piece kind of undefended. I kind of wish my ally, because I didn't really see how this was playing out, I wish my ally kind of used his cav defensively and just protected this artillery, and then he should have just exhausted the artillery ammo as quick as possible to just try to get the most out of them, as much as possible. So yeah, I wish he wasn't so aggressive with his cav. I get it. I think he's trying to protect his infantry. Honestly, he shouldn't have even tried to protect the infantry here, or he should have just let the Roman infantry advance, without trying to stop them. But yeah, this is kind of cool. Cool little fight here. And these elephants are going to make this nearly impossible. So already the elephants have 100+ kills, and it's skyrocketing. They're almost at 150. Now the cav's coming in to seal the deal. And that's going to be it for rear guard of this main assault. Now it's up to these forces here to win the day. And we're quickly trying to get them to the walls. As we speak, some walls have already been destroyed. We've got the mercenary Gallic warriors charging in, and they're taking on some Hastati. Now, the rules for this battle, Rome had to play as era-appropriate units, so no late period units, past the existence of Carthage. Obviously Rome lasted a bit longer than Carthage did. But yeah, so that was the rule of the battle, and I think it was like max 4 archers and 1 artillery, something like that. Pretty standard, max 2 pikes. But yeah, so we're already trying to break into the great city of Rome. 1 wall down. Already got some Libyan infantry coming in to support, using their javies, trying to soften up these Hastati. But look at all the Romans that are waiting for them on the other side. Oh yeah, look at that. Lots and lots of Romans. Lots of Hastati. You got Triari. Oh no, these are the Vigils. Right? Vigils? Whatever. They're in square formation holding the gate. So they're ready to put this on lockdown. Now while that's going on, another breach has been opened. And I'm setting up... Is this my army? No, this is my ally. This is my army. I'm setting up some tortoises as well to try to take down these walls. So let's see what's happening on the outskirts here. What's going on? So they've got some cav kind of scouting around. And we've gotten our entire forces across the bridge. The good thing about these narrow bridge passes, they're easy to defend, you know, so we don't have to worry about, you know, our archers getting charged upon. They could have used this gate over here to send out some cav, but I think they've sallied out all that they've wanted, so I don't think we're going to have to worry about that gate. So here we go, more tortoises going to the walls, and we got another charge of Carthaginian infantry, the Libyan infantry, and they're taking on the Hastati as they defend the great city of Rome. And Libyan infantry coming in. We got more mercenary warriors clashing. And we're just trying to quickly overwhelm this area and gain a foothold so we can push even more of our forces in. Now it seems like they're finally now getting some slingers. I don't think these slingers are technically appropriate for the era. Maybe they are, but I guess they could be. Yeah, they could be. We said no Syrian archers, which again, Syrian archers are definitely not of the era. So that is why they're going heavy with the slingers, in case you're wondering. There we go. More walls are crumbling. It would have been cool if it killed some of those Roman soldiers here who are kind of in range of the rubble. But my mercenary Gaelic warriors are ready to charge in. This unfortunately glitched out this ram, so I'm not going to be able to open up this wall, which is totally fine. I'm going to now move this tortoise at this corner. Little fun tip in case you didn't know. The corner's really good space. It opens up a big space, so you definitely want to go wherever there's a bend in the wall. Try to destroy that section of wall because you'll get a better opening. And the fight so far is going okay. We're not necessarily losing a lot of casualties, and we're certainly doing some damage to the Romans. So, not too upset about this fight here whatsoever. And now more Romans are closing in. Ooh, to try to get the backs of this Libyan infantry. The Libyan infantry kind of holding their own, but they've gotten themselves surrounded, so they definitely need to send in more reinforcements to prevent that. They need to just... There we go. I actually go in to try to support them. And I think I have some archers. Yeah, we've got some Cretan archers opening fire, and really good use of those archers, getting the backs of these Principes. And stuff is getting spicy in here, guys. It's getting spicy. Pretty cool fight. So after that, I feel like we're starting to make a little bit of a headway here because we're breaking 2 Roman units. I've now broken down this gate area. I've got towers coming over. They're going to help out in scaling the walls. Really got to try to force the Romans to defend as much as possible. You know, try to cover as much ground as possible. So it just makes it more difficult for them. Because remember, we get more money. Being the attackers, we get more money in this assault. So we should really try to use our numbers or quality to overwhelm the Roman opponents. Also, taking control of this gate and the towers and everything would be huge. Unfortunately, it looks like the Romans have kind of maintained their defensive position over here and have made it really difficult for the Carthaginians to push through. Not surprised, considering that it's a very tight area with only one little entry point. So again, not surprising that the Romans were able to maintain this position. But the fact that we have broken through over here and we're currently pushing, and we're gonna clash with these troops and help out the other side, so we can all get inside of these main walls and kind of get a foothold of the initial you know, walls of Rome. Now back over this way, I'm now focusing my fight on this Roman player. Now, a little side note, the veteran legionaries, they're fine. I think they're of era. Over here, he's got the cohort. These guys are not of the correct era. I will just make a little side note. The player was not aware of those rules, so I'm not gonna blame him. I'm not hating on him or anything like that, but his army is technically breaking the rules, but that's okay. I saw it and I was like, whatever, we'll just you know, deal with it. But it is what it is. And now we've got a great fight over here. I've got some mercenary Samnite warriors, which are excellent, taking on the veteran legionaries. And we are taking some hits from the archers. These Syrian, oh yeah, they got Syrian archers. Yeah, that's another rule break right there. So it makes it much more difficult, but again, the player didn't know, so no harm, no foul. So he's gonna hit me hard with these Syrian archers, and he's got kind of a back target on me. So it's not doing a ton of damage, but it's definitely concerning. I also saw I got some Samnite warriors up here. They've got some Javi capability, but no need to just sit up there and wait. Let's push, go down the steps, and flank these Romans. I think that's going to be a good move right there and overwhelm the veteran legionaries. Meanwhile, on this side, the Romans are getting overwhelmed as well. And what do we got here? Some Principes coming up. Some defeated Principes coming back into the fight. So he actually got my forces kind of by surprise there, because I was trying to set up my warriors to kind of throw some Pila or Javis at the back of the Hastati, but it really doesn't matter because they're almost dead. And now my warriors are trying to finish up these Principes, which they should fairly soon, considering they're so depleted. Let's go back over to this side where stuff is getting spicy. Now, I'm trying to position my archers here, so let's just look at this fight really quick, because this is really intense, and the archer fire is nasty. But I'm trying to position my archers to get a good angle over the walls and fire on some of these, the Equite, because they're scary. And he had them positioned, look at that, oh. He had them positioned to where they could easily be fired upon. So he kind of changed his angle to prevent unnecessary casualties, but I'm just going to sit back and shoot at these guys because, and look at, he turns his back, which is really bad. And this is perfect because it leaves this area open for me to attack. Of course, he's not going to let that happen. I'm just going to ignore him and then charge him right at the last second. And then I can easily, I got a couple options. I can push through here, or I could sit here and throw some Javis. I'm going to push through here and get around these guys and break them as quick as possible. They're already down to 53, so they only have 13 kills too. So I think we're handling this unit pretty well considering how good they are. But we need to hurry up and get over here because we're getting hit by archer fire, and of course we're getting held back by two really good Roman units. And there we go. We broke these guys, and now we can storm in no problem and get them. So I was even thinking about, screw it, I'm gonna go scare off these archers because they're really pissing me off. They're really annoying. Or I could just ignore them and go for the infantry. So this unit here, I've got them throwing in the backs of these Romans. Like, screw them. Like, how dare you try to hold back my Carthaginian men. And then we've got, yeah, a nice charge over here. So, oh, yeah. That was nice. And we got these guys surrounded. And at this point, and here comes another charge. At this point, guys, we should take control of this zone, and then continue to push in and take care of the archers over there. So at this point, yeah, we have taken complete control over the main wall. Meanwhile, the Romans are now crossing the land bridge, and they're trying to take on the Carthaginians, who have a little bit of a vanguard force here, or I guess a rear guard, I should say, trying to defend. But look at this. They've got elephants and everything. They've got hastati. Oh my gosh. There's no way the Carthaginians are going to hold here. Look at this. This is awesome. I love a dynamic battle that, you know, is fought in many different areas, and especially outside. Pretty cool. But there is no archer support. Oh, yes, there is. They needed more.
On my command.
They need a sling. They need a sling right now at these elephants, but they're not. They need archer support. Oh, man, I wish... At the time, I didn't know the elephants were committing that much to this area. I would have sent a unit of archers to kind of deal with this, and now they got cav that I guess went around like that, and they're now crushing these archers. So that is tragic. So this is just well played by the Roman player, who is using all his different tools in his toolbox to utterly crush the infantry of Carthage and his archers. So now it's like, when we saw, at this point, we saw the chaos out here, and we thought, okay, everybody in the city, get in, because it makes it more difficult for the elephants and the cav to kind of sneak up on us and get our archers and whatnot. So we're storming in. By the way, I have elephants as well. I've got the African war elephants. I'm saving them for a special moment. I'm trying to save them for a special moment, that is. So, I'm going to go ahead and send them in. I'm going to go ahead and send them in. So, now the fight, this is like the second stage of the siege right here. Oh, this is a pretty good position too right here. Look at, he's got the Syrian archers up on this wall. Damn, it sucks to see Syrian archers. It really does, just because it's not of the era. But he's got them up on the walls, and he's going to fire at the backs of these poor Libyan infantry, who are once again taking on the cohort, who are not of the era. But yeah, they're fighting a good fight. Until those archers are neutralized, yeah, there we go. And finally, we're firing back. Good job there, trying to silence these Syrians. Really good. Oh, really good hits right here. Oh, because they're so clumped up, you know. So really awesome job there. Now the Romans have continued to push forward. Unfortunately, our ally kind of left the unit high and dry. The Libyan infantry, they were defending this bridge, and he just kind of forgot about them. So they're experiencing the wrath of Rome and are getting surrounded tragically. But they're trying to put up a fight back to back, and they are certainly taking some Romans with them. So yeah, you can't be too upset about that. Back over this way, I've begun my assault on the second tier of the defense of the Romans. I thought, hey, you know, it's now time to really start to push and try to take this settlement for the glory of Carthage. Go back over this way. In the center, this is where it kind of, there's a fork in the road. You can see it kind of goes like this. So I would say this is very important to take control of, because you can get on these walls, especially here, and fire into the town center. So I would say this is a pretty important area. It's just right now it's really hot. It's just, they've got archers and tons of infantry, and they're getting archers up on the walls. And I think it's best to just cool it here and maybe focus on this area for now. Maybe if we break through here, we can kind of flank the Romans and put some pressure on them here. But it looks like it's going decent. They are currently losing the fight, and that is because I've got some archers firing on their backs, trying to get past them. So I've got my Cretan archers firing. And we're getting some good hits. It's really making them take some losses. Now, there's something really cheeky that my teammate is doing. So he sent his general's bodyguard all the way around to the victory point. So the victory point, is this it? This can't be the victory point, is it? I don't think so. I think this is the victory point. Or maybe it is this. But still, taking these walls are important because if they do defend here, we can fire from them. But yeah, he's going to capture the victory point, and the Romans are unaware of the situation. And there we go. We're breaking this this mercenary force from the Romans. We're going to push through and just keep being aggressive over here. From friendly fire with the archers, that's okay. We're going to keep being aggressive and just keep pushing, and hopefully this will be a little bit of an issue for the Romans who are currently defending this main front here. So we'll see how that plays out. But over here, I wanted to show you guys. Look who's capping the victory point. Look at this. Carthage, Carthage, Carthage. They're taking the victory point. Now, of course, Rome is coming over to spoil the fun. We got the Roman general, which is not too scary of a unit. He just needs to get back on his horses. Get back on your horses. You need to get back on your horses. I guess he's going to fight melee. Yeah, he's just going to fight melee. I think he had better chances if he just got on his horses. But they neutralized it, and they're going to send all the generals. They're going to send all the generals over there. And was it worth it? Probably not. If he sent something else with his general, like a unit of infantry, how great would that be? Like a unit of hoplites to just hold this road? We could have potentially won. But unfortunately, the sneaky plan does not work. But yeah, they weren't really looking, so we could have sent more over there. But I just didn't think, because these players were pretty good, I didn't think something like that would work. But it is Rome, a city that not many people play on, and you know, you can sneak up on players by playing an unfamiliar map. But they do spoil the surprise, and we have to win this battle in more traditional ways, which is killing all of those who stand in our way. But it did create some commotion, and it created a mass exodus of this area. Not a mass exodus, but some forces, you know, it's a little exodus. How about that? It's small exodus. But yeah, they're leaving the area, and it makes it so this attack over here will be a little bit easier. We're really pushing through pretty well here. Now we got Principes trying to hold against my Libyan infantry. What we could do with this infantry is actually go through the gap here. Let's see if I go for it. I mean, oh wait, this isn't my unit. That's not my unit, but I am sending some infantry to support. I still got my elephants over here. Let's do a bird's eye view. You can see we're filling up the streets here, and this is the main contention. But let's just keep focusing on this main road, because again, this is a bit of a kill zone. We don't want to go over there. I mean, look at the carnage they're leaving behind. They are crushing these Carthaginians because of their positioning up here. And these are slingers, and they already have 47 kills. I think he had a different unit up here earlier. But yeah, it wasn't worth the fight, man. It wasn't worth it. Yeah, we just got to keep focusing over here. We got archers firing at the backs of these cohort. That's nice. So we finally got into a position where we could get an angle on the enemy infantry if they push up like that. And now I'm pushing my infantry forward. We have broken through, and we're making progress, guys. We are making oh, look at this unit. They look awesome. These Romans look great. I don't know. They just look cool in Rome. Like I said, how often do you get to see units in Rome? So we have pushed them back a little bit. We pushed them back a little bit. We're about to win here. That's good. So now we can focus our attention here. My archers are getting focused down, but the angle is not that great. They're firing over this arena here. So the shots are landing, but it's not really doing a ton of it's doing damage, but it's not doing enough to really have me panicking. I'm just gonna stay cool and move forward and get some archers in position. Again, we're thinking of some strategies here because the balance of power is slightly in favor of the Romans. We got to get really creative. Anything can change when you have elephants, guys. I mean, I've seen these elephants get up to like 500 kills and everything. So we got to see what we can do with these guys. We've got a path here that maybe they won't look at. Will they make the same mistake twice? We don't know. We just don't know. We also have a sizable Roman force that is at our backs. We've got to watch that closely. They've got elephants. Very dangerous situation. So, and most of my infantry is currently holding these breach points. So I got to try to, whatever I have left of this unit, really just this unit here. I got some archers, but most of my forces are engaged in combat. The rest are defending the rear, which makes it difficult. I can't dedicate all of my infantry forward. But they're starting to break some units here. We got to get, yeah, there we go. Sending up some support. A brutal, angry fight in the streets. Guy's going in. Oh, and he got him. He's like, Carthaginian scum. All right, so they're falling back a little bit, which is nice to see. I've sent in my archers who have no more ammo. They got 120 kills. I'm pretty happy about that. And now these guys are kind of using some javies here to throw at the enemy. Just trying to use the most of my units before I send them in. But we're starting to make some progress. The enemy have not pushed forward. I'm watching them closely. They have not pushed forward. We're constantly always checking our backs here, which makes things difficult. I've got my elephants now headed this way, and we've got 2 units of mercenary noble fighters and a general going the long way around. Here's the thing, though, guys. We might be concealed in the fog of war. But look it. They see it. They're falling back some gladiators. They're bringing back gladiators and some principes. They know we're coming. So I don't know if this is worth it, but we're just experimenting with different potential strategies because we feel like a head-on meat grinder against the Romans is not going to end with us winning the battle. Like, it's just not going to happen. Now, look at this, though. Look at this. We have multiple units retreating here and falling back. It might be because of our push on the flank. They're worried about it. There's elephants over here, too. So, these are my elephants. So, that kind of helps a little bit. That kind of opens up this initial... look at... a lot of units are falling back. Why? It's a lot of these archers because they're afraid of the elephants. Because if you don't have proper archer support on the elephants, you're going to be in trouble. So again, I kind of have rear guard duty here. I'm just kind of watching the rear. I've got my slingers up on these walls here. They haven't gotten any kills. So I'm patiently waiting for them. Because if they do charge forward, these slingers are going to fire. I put them at fire at will. Usually I don't do that with my archers, but in that case, I think it's a smart idea because you never know when they're going to charge you. I'm now sending some units over to this side to see if there's anything waiting for us and if we can take some ground. I think I'm actually going to put my archers up on this wall so I can take the tower over here. So we're down now to the last 15 minutes. Things are looking great over here. We're making some great headway, crushing these Roman units. And look at Rome just completely falling back to this position. And I saw that and I thought, I don't think it's worth it. I think it's better to just maybe use the elephants head on. So I'm going to send them back. I mean, that's how indecisive we kind of were with that strategy. So we're sending them back. More Carthaginians pushing forward. We got some good units here. Fresh units ready to go. We can't sit back. We got to keep moving forward. I like what I see here. Nice. Good little throw right there. They're going to throw back. We're going to meet them in hell. Rome is at the verge of being conquered. It's going to be a tough fight. So now that we're focusing on this fight, it'd be kind of cool if you can go in here. But now we're focusing on this fight. The Romans are starting to make a move here. Well, at least they're moving their elephants. Where are they going with the elephants? It looks like they might be, let's see, they might be just turning this way. See, they're going the long way around because if they move forward, they can get in range of my slingers. I wish they couldn't see my slingers. I wish you could hide the slingers, you know, like have them crouch behind the walls and, you know, like, I don't know. That would be a cool little setup. And then we got some cav over here. So it's not really infantry. It's just cav behind us. Not that big of a deal if we can hold the gaps. Engage! The Carthaginians of the gaps. The god of the gaps. Anyways, nice little charge in the backs of these Principes. And that is going to crush them. And once again, we're chipping away at their numbers. We're chipping away, guys. They're leaving little gaps for us to flank units around, and we're making progress. We're actually doing this. We are actually doing this. So I saw my Carthaginian ally push through this way, and I'm thinking, oh man, should I go? Should I go? Should I do it? And I'm actually turning back now. Turning back with the elephants. So Carthage is making his way, but this is dangerous. It is certainly dangerous because, you know, you never know. They could send something this way. My elephants could be out of position. You never know. So we broke through in the center here. The Romans are now sending over some Principes to take on my mercenary Scutari. How dare they? How freaking dare they? No, it's a good push by Rome. I don't know why he's fighting for this tower so much. Oh, that's why. He's sending up some archers. He's sending up some slingers. I saw it. I'm falling back. Oh, the reason I'm falling back, because the Romans, let me slow motion this because this is crazy. The Romans have finally decided to charge in their cav, and along with it, they're sending in the elephants. This is a special moment in the battle because I feel like we handle this so well. So we use the infantry to focus, hold the cav in position. I'm now freaking out. I'm getting all of my archers to turn around. They turn to fire arrow mode. We got to get these elephants to go mad. Get them to go mad. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on. And they're already going mad. We got archers up here on the gate. This is beautiful. Beautiful. And I'm just going to keep firing my arrows to make these elephants mad. And the elephants are running amok. And they're running into their own men. Killing their own cav. This was awesome. This was a good defense against this sneaky little charge. We were ready for it. And what's great about this, the fact that they charged in like this, the fact that we took care of most of their units over here, we're going to be able to now dedicate more units to the main fight. You see this? The main fight. And my elephants are still making their way. Walking fast. No, they're walking fast to town, and yeah, just crazy situation. And I feel like we did a great job, and hopefully we can push this balance of power in our direction after a little engagement like that. The elephant's still running amok. Roman units breaking. I mean, it's a great sight. It's a very pleasant sight. I'm very pleased. Very pleased. I got my slingers here. They should be able to free to move. They can support the main front, the main fight. And now I've got some archers getting into position. I saw that they had slingers. I go, oh, okay, they have slingers. Well, I've got Cretan archers, and I can fire over structures. Him less so.
Mark your targets when they come.
And I tell them to fire, if I'm not mistaken. No. They're only able to hit the very end of my unit. There we go. Now they're firing. They got fire arrows going because they were trying to help out with the elephants. I forgot to turn off fire arrows. The elephants are completely running amok. They're down to 2 elephants, and they're no longer going to be a problem. And, oh, over here, check this out. Little ambush tactic by the Roman units. They've got skirmish cav going after my elephants, and I knew that, and I was just like, damn! I thought we took care of all the cav, but I forgot about this auxiliary cav, this missile cav. So I try to do something cheeky here. I act like I don't see it, and then right at the last second, I turn around and use the trample ability. Oh, let's see if I get them by surprise. Yes! Yes! I do get them by surprise, and I try to run them down. We actually cause one to break, to waver. We didn't lose any elephants there, but I didn't want to hang around. I was like, they're just going to harass me the whole time. They're going to harass me the whole time. So I'm going to have to send my elephants back over in the victory point. We are this is a great battle. I mean, this is just a battle that's all over the place, but they're fighting in the streets of Rome. That's so cool. And there's a bunch of units falling back over here. Why? Because they're afraid of the elephants. You see, they're going to send support. And that's why I knew, nope, nope, nope. I'm sending the elephants back. They're going to back to the front line. But the bad point is he doesn't have any units to defend his rear. So that also might be what he's doing here. He's going to send these units around to go after these these are, I mean, they're archers, you know, so they're kind of weak if they get charged from behind. Not good. So that hopefully is putting some pressure on them. We've begun the main assault over on this side as well. For the city of Rome. Will it be the Carthaginians? Will it be? And then we got a nice fight going on here. These slingers are annoying little peckers. So I'm going to move up my mercenary Scutari, and I'm going to cut them off. The Romans still fighting my guys over here. Combat's even, crazy enough. Combat's even. And oh, we got now we got 2 units coming in to support. Oh yeah. I'm like, you know what? Screw you. I'm going to hit you with 2 units of bows. And now I'm rushing forward my infantry to cut these guys. That's enough. Silence. Be gone. Slingers, be gone. And then there's some healthy Roman units over here. My goodness. Where do they get all these troops? Back over this way. The fight is a close one. It's a tough one. We need more units. I've got my elephants making their way, walking fast, trying to get to the front line again. And I can go ahead and send all that I have left. I'm sending everything. Everything's going in now. I'm setting up reinforcements, infantry to kind of help fight this line over here. This unit, we slaughter the slingers. Bounce of power is still pretty close. We can take these walls. That'd be pretty good. I can now move up my archers because those slingers are dead. And unfortunately, I only have 1 more unit over here fighting. It's going to be up to my teammates to kind of push through over here. We got more Roman dogs defending their city. How dare they? And now we've got, yeah, Cav charging the rear of these archers. And this Carthaginian flanking army is getting, well, they're getting crushed. They're getting crushed. This was a huge blow to our cause. This little flanking maneuver, it was kind of effective. Kind of not. Might have been better to just keep them up here fighting. But anyways, I was losing time. I thought, okay, I gotta get these elephants in the fight. You know, they're exhausted. They just need to get in the battle because a lot of the skirmishers are focused to the back here. So I need to get my elephants up here and maybe I can cause a mass rout or do something like that. And then we're taking on these Romans over here. I've got some Libyan infantry squaring off the cohort of Rome. They've got a unit in the back that is perfectly healthy. And now we're charging. We're charging, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes on a charge. Beautiful. Got some archers in the mix as well who no longer have ammo. I've got infantry going around the flank. I'm going to take control of these towers to try to help out my forces. I'm doing everything I can. Here comes my elephants. Let's go, elephants. And they lost control. It's like one volley. They're at least give me like 3 volleys. The elephants are losing control. They're running into their own men. And they're dropping so quick. And yeah, at that point, guys, unless I can pull off a miracle at this gate, it seems very unlikely that Rome will fall this day. He also has a unit of cav behind us somehow. They have so much cav. So much cav. How do they have so much cav, yet they can hold the city streets? Rome is a tough faction to fight. They're a tough faction to fight, I tell you what. So, still fighting for the gates over here. Again, trying to take over the towers and use them, you know, for our own, you know, side. It's like having extra archers. The cav has now decided to run down the street. He's going to go for some archers over here. You bastard. These archers are firing at Romans from the flank. I got small units over here trying to fight the good fight. The balance of power is looking like a cigarette, and that's never a good sign. Never a good sign, guys. I have to retreat a unit of infantry to try to hold back this Roman shock cav. Archers, please get out of there. Oh my gosh. And they get charged, and it's not a pretty sight. It's not a pretty sight. We got a general charging now. And we do take control of the gates, so we're doing some damage there. Got some archers kind of holding up here. Unfortunately, the shock cav is crushing my Libyan infantry. But we do break them. Well, not break them, but we scare them off. They're just recharging for another charge. Here goes my elephants again. Going for a miracle, and they lose control right before they were going to charge these cohort. We already have 73 kills and only have lost 10 men. That's nice. That's nice. So my army is now breaking. Oh, there goes the elephants. Yeah, screw you. So, yeah. Yeah. It was a close one. I mean, there's 2 healthy units of Principes. Dang, it wasn't that close. It was fairly close. It was fairly close. And then I'm just going to go in for a charge for glory with my general into his cav. And I try to use scare tactics to scare this cav. But yeah, it's not gonna do anything right there. My elephants are still going, man. They're still okay. They got 105 kills. Oh, let's go. Keep it going. Keep it going. Come on. How are you not killing anybody? Get kills. All right, so it was a fun battle. I like this battle because we had, you know, sally outs. We had a fight on the land bridge. We had fun, sneaky maneuvers around the flank. It was a costly enemy victory, but yeah. It wasn't super close, but I thought it was pretty dynamic. So, I actually got the most kills from my side. How about that? Let's go. But yeah, GG to my teammates. They did their damnest to try to win this one. Marketable skills. He's a really good player. He's the one that always hosts the tournaments for Rome 2. These tournaments have some of the best players in them because they're just so freaking good. But yeah, GG to, I mean, look at this, 2,100 kills. The border hopper, man. What the heck? He got so many kills. So that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little siege of Rome. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time on the battlefield.